Good morning. It is Friday, September 11th. Special day where we need to remember the lives lost 19 years ago today. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you need to Google it and read about it. We need to be aware of history and the price that some of our fellow American citizens paid on this day 19 years ago. Here at school, we've done several things in honor of 9/11. We had a moment of silence and we watched a video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I urge you to go in and watch CNN 10 today and make sure that you know what happened today. We are starting our assignment. You need to have your assignment brought up for Canvas. I am going to get on my soapbox today to put on your steel-toed boots because I'm going to get on my soapbox and give some directives for some things that I'm seeing. I think some of the other teachers are seeing as well. There is not a bell ringer today. You do have your text evidence quiz on Monday when you're not here. It's a virtual day for everybody, so everybody will be taking that quiz at the house and All in Learning, okay? So I wanted to do one final review of text evidence, but before we do that, I want to talk about grades because it is a major problem. A major problem. I'm getting emails, dojos, texts, calls, and they all are, majority of them are saying, what am I missing? So we're going to talk through how you can check that, okay? I'm going to log in as Nick, who's my son, so you can see from a student's login, okay? I'm going to log in as Nick. So what I want you to do is go to your NZA cloud so that your screen gives all those options, all those applications that you can click on. And I'm going to log in as Nick Russell so you can see what it looks like from a student view. I got to log out the teacher view because when I get a dojo or an email and it says, what am I missing? My answer is usually, unless I have time and I'm sitting at my computer, my response is, you need to go in and check what? Check what? Yeah, you need to go in and check PowerSchool. You have to be your own advocate. You have to look out for yourself. It's time, when you're in high school, they're not going to give you a list. When you're in 7th and 8th grade, they're not going to give you a list. All right. So this is what a login looks like as a student. This is Nick Russell's, my child. He's in the 4th grade across the street. When you log in, it looks like this. Is everybody with me? Okay. Now, normally, you click on that Canvas button and go to class. Go to whatever your assignment is, okay? Think of Canvas as our classroom, okay? PowerSchool is going to be what you're going to click on to look at grades. So do that now. Click on PowerSchool. Now, it jumped right to his schedule and his grades. They're not too good right now. I've been fussing about these grades. Miss Brown. So I've been fussing because I usually don't accept anything below a B in my house, but he's been struggling with math. Okay, so what might I do if I wanted to make sure that Nick didn't have any zeros? What would I do? Click on the number. Does everybody see that? So I say ELA. Yours is going to say Kim Russell, and you're going to see that number under Q4 is your grade right now. You're going to click on it. My smartboard's not working. And it brings up every grade that you have done. This is where you need to look for grades, not Canvas. Canvas does do grades, but I take the grades from Canvas and I put them in here. So if you have completed something on Canvas, but it's not showing up on here, you know what that means? That means when I sat down to grade it, the day after it was due, or whenever I got a chance, or Saturday morning after my run, when I sat down to grade it, you had not turned it in when I graded everybody else's. Okay? If you see something that looks like that, the two little dash marks, that means that I put in the assignment in PowerSchool, but I haven't actually graded it yet. Once I grade it, and y'all don't have yours, it will be a 0. So to get the 0 taken off, this is what you need to do. Everybody listening. Everybody listening. Go to your email. Type an email to me that says, Miss Russell, I have completed the Ben Franklin EOG Skill Builder, but it showed up in PowerSchool as a 0. Can you check on it for me? Send. Okay, here's the problem. Let me explain something to you. I have 73 students, 3 classes of ELA. Once I go through and I grade Ben Franklin and you didn't do it, I put a 0 and I do the next day. Like I keep on teaching, okay? So if you go and you do it later, after the fact, which a lot of you are doing right now, I don't get a notification of that. So I don't know that you've done it. So you have to let me know that you have done it. You have to advocate for yourself and say, Miss Russell, I have now completed the assignment. I need you to, do you mind looking at it? And I will go in, I will verify that you've done it, and I will change the grade in PowerSchool. Okay, going forward, I put an announcement on Canvas and I put an announcement on Dojo. This Sunday coming up, assignments from the very beginning of the school year that are all open right now are going to close, and you may not turn them in. I'm done. I can't keep up grading stuff from weeks ago that you just decided to do. I'm like drowning, okay? I've got to spend time with my family, and I'm usually spending 5 to 10 hours every weekend, and it's too much. So when the assignment is assigned, starting next week, you will have till Sunday at midnight to get that week's assignments done. That means if you're sick on a Friday and you don't do the assignment, you have until Sunday at midnight, or either you need to email me for an extension. That means if you don't do your EOG Skill Builder on a Wednesday, and then you still don't do it by Sunday, what grade is going to stay in the grade book? A 0. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday's assignments are due by when? Sunday at midnight. Now, I would like for you to do your assignments every single day so you don't get behind. Because when you have a Wednesday EOG Skill Builder, when am I going to grade it? Thursday. Not next week. I do it the next day. It was due at midnight on Wednesday. So when you do it on Friday or Saturday, you're going to have to do one of them email jobs. Does that make sense? That's going to be, I did it late. I need you to go back and look at it. Canvas does not notify me when you go in and do a quiz late. So you have to advocate for yourself and go in and compare PowerSchool to Canvas and email me. Do you understand? Take 2 minutes and look at all your ELA grades and check with Canvas and email me. Email me. If do you have something missing? Then you don't need to email me, boo. Lord have mercy. What would you email me? People on Zoom, does anybody have any questions about all that I just explained? So when do grades cut off? Sunday at midnight. 11:59, that's right. You are responsible. All right, we're going to get started for today. We're reviewing text evidence. Then I'm going to talk for a smidge about the Hooverville activity, and then you're going to have the rest of the period to finish the Hooverville activity and get zeros made up. But first, I want to talk through text evidence because you do have that quiz on Monday. Monday is a virtual day for everybody. The word of the day is Sunday. When are your assignments due? At this Sunday at midnight. I'm going to print progress reports Monday. I'm cutting everything off in Canvas. So the word of the day is Sunday. All right, everybody get back to this screen. Everybody get back to this so you can see the assignment for today. It says text evidence review. I tried to put those question stems in with number 2 and it wouldn't work. I don't know what, it was being wonky. So anyway, these are the question stems that you might possibly see on your quiz on Monday. So a good way to review might be to take a text that's fiction with a family member and have them ask you these type questions. Now you will have to have them fill in the blanks. In the selection just means passage. Why did so-and-so do this? Why did they buy the car? Well, they bought the car because it was a good deal. You could pull out text evidence for that. Because they needed transportation. You could pull out text evidence for that. Does that make sense? In the selection, what is blank trying to do? That would most likely be a what? A character. What is blank trying to do? Most likely be a character. Based on the selection, what does blank value? What does it mean to value something? Okay, you think it's what? Okay, you keep it and save it, and you think it's important. You think it's important. What can the reader infer from blank? What does infer mean? We've talked about it. We talked about the footprints. What does infer mean? Yes. Okay, to think. To draw a conclusion that's not explicitly stated. Okay, so you didn't see that man walk across your front yard with the snow, but you saw the evidence, therefore you drew that conclusion. Does that make sense? Yes, Gavin? It's not specifically stated. That's right. It's not specifically stated, but you can assume it or draw the conclusion. Again, what can be inferred by a blank? What assumption can be made regarding blank? Again, an assumption, very similar to an inference. You're assuming something. That's something that's not stated in the text. What can the reader conclude by this statement? So the statement said that the house was overgrown. The paint was peeling. There were no people there. You can conclude that the house is old and most likely there were no people there, so it's vacant. Or what'd you say? Abandoned. Yes, perfect, Dyson. Do you understand? Paragraph blank or line blank suggests. So that's going to give a specific quote from the text, which was what we've been talking about like crazy, and then you have to draw a conclusion. A lot of times, also with text evidence questions, it may ask you a question about an inference or about something going on in the text, and then the next question may say, which of the following statement from the text supports that answer? So you would have to choose the quote from the text, A, B, C, or D, that supports that answer. Does that make sense? Okay, text evidence questions. Okay, you are going to have a text evidence quiz on Monday. I'm pretty sure it's 5 multiple choice questions with a passage. It should not take you very long. I'm going to go over what you're going to actually do on Monday right now real quick, and then we're going to talk about Hooverville. So on Monday, you guys can't see this yet. On Monday, you have two things to do. You have, no, three things to do. You're going to start your journal with verbs. All this is the like bell ringers like we did with nouns. You're going to click on that document. What's a verb? Something you do. So I have the anchor charts for you here. And you're just going to copy and paste the anchor charts into your what? Into your ELA journal. So that should take you all of how long? A whopping like 1 minute. Okay, there's two anchor charts. To copy and paste, I gave you two options for how to copy and paste. If you're on a Chromebook, you can two-click over top of the picture. If you're on a PC, you can right-click. If you have that mouse that has a right-click, it brings up that copy and paste menu. There are two anchor charts. Then there's this quick little video about Schoolhouse Rock. This should be a review. You should know what a verb is. This is not sixth grade content. Do you understand? Watch the video, copy and paste the anchor charts. We will continue to talk about verbs next week. That's what you're going to do first Monday. Then you're going to scroll down and you will have a link. I haven't put the link in here yet. I will do it Monday when I get here. You will have a link here for your CFA, which is in All in Learning. Okay, it is one passage with 5 questions. It should not take you long. Okay, if you want to set a timer for about 10 minutes, work on it, then go take a brain break and come back. I will try to remember to fix it so you don't get locked out. That whole getting locked out thing, I'll try to fix it so it doesn't do that. Okay? So you'll click on your class link to take that CFA. Then I have finished Hooverville because I'm feeling like some people still may not be done, and I'm not sure what time we're going to get done with me talking today, so I'm not sure how long you're going to get to work on it, and I know we didn't get to work on it much yesterday because the library. Okay? So that's why I put that there. So maybe 10 minutes for verbs. Let's say 20 minutes, and now we're up to how many minutes? 30. Okay? So then you would have the last 30 minutes to finish Hooverville. Okay? If you finished Hooverville, go ahead and get your reading ready, 45 minutes active, done on Monday. So it's something that you will not have to worry about for the rest of the week. Okay? Any questions about what we're doing on Monday? This is all coming on Monday. And then I will see B people on Tuesday. And you guys, I'll see you in Zoom on Tuesday. There is no live Zoom on Monday. There is no video to watch except for that YouTube video that's a link there. Questions about Monday before I switch to Hooverville? Okay, when you click on Hooverville, it takes you to the Wednesday, September 9th assignment. That's because that is the day that I assigned it. So if you scroll down, it should be down there. Is it down there? No. It's not? Mine's not working, but it should be. It should be coming. It's not there. It is there. Give it a second. Okay, it should be there. All right, click on the Hooverville assignment, and let's talk about my expectations one more time because I got questions about what expectations with this Hooverville assignment. Some people have asked me, Jordan, have you gone insert? Jordan says it will not let me type the evidence. Have you clicked insert text box, Jordan? Jordan. Jordan, when everybody else is done on the Zoom, hang back and I'm going to let you share your screen with me and I'll try to figure out why it's not working, okay? All right, this is what it looks like. This is somebody's. I didn't mean to click on somebody's. Oh, well. When you're in the screen like this, you have to insert the pictures, and then to get a text box for you to type in, you have to press insert text box, and then it will pop a text box up that you can change the size of. Lots of people have asked me, how many pictures and quotes do I need? Okay, why would I not give you a number? Louder. There's lots of things, okay? If I give you a number, Gavin, how many are you going to do? If I give you a number, exactly, that's why. Gavin says as many as I say. If I give him a number, if I said you have to do 20, he's going to do 20. If I said he has to do 10, he's going to do 10. But what I want you to do is I want you to do Hooverville and do your best and try your hardest and make it look like Hooverville. Okay? I want it to be like a map. Somebody said, can they do more than one slide? I'm fine with that. But the way I envisioned it was like a map, and you would have lots of pictures like a collage and lots of quotes all on the same slide. If you can't handle that and it has to be more than one slide, I'm not going to take points off, but I would like it to be a map. So I would like, when you do a railroad track and you have that quote, I would like for you to position it on that slide based on where Bud described it being. Because there were some woods in between Hooverville and the, does that make sense? So when I envision it, I envision it to be like a map. So there's woods with trees. There's a railroad track. There's a creek. There's a fire. And it's like a map. Does that make sense? Now with every single one of those pictures, you're going to have quote, page number, quote. Make sure all your quotes are in quotation marks. Because if you don't put them in quotation marks, it's like you're taking credit that you did it. Okay? Every single picture has a quote with a page number. Now, if you put a tree, can you have a quote about a puppy? The quote needs to support why you put the woods or the tree there. Does that make sense? I am not telling you a number because I want you to do your best. I want you to amaze me. I want to look at it when I sit down to grade it and think, this kid really understood Hooverville. This kid really understands text evidence. This kid really understands how to take a passage and translate that into this map that they really understood what was going on in the setting of this chapter. Does that make sense? When is it due? When is Hooverville due? If you get it done today, can you turn it in today? Yes, that'll be fine. That means on Monday, when you have it on your schedule of things to do, you can say, I've already done it. So then Monday, all you have to worry about is that verbs, bell ringer, and the CFA on context clues. And I'm ready. Does anybody have any questions before I let you get started? So it is 10 o'clock. My class gets over at 10:45. So you have exactly 45 minutes You can work on Hooverville. You can get done with Hooverville. You can do iReady. You need to have iReady 45 minutes for the week. You can work on zeros. Gavin said, can he read? I love that he wants to read. That makes me so happy. So Gavin, to get to read, you need to have Hooverville completely done and turned in. No zeros on Power School for ELA. 45 minutes active in reading iReady, and then yes, you sure can read. Does anybody have any questions? All right, bye guys. I hope you have a good virtual day Monday. If you need me, email me on Monday or call me here at the school. I'll be here in the building. And have a good weekend. Don't forget, Sunday at midnight, I'm cutting off grades.